Completing your application. All South Ayrshire Council jobs are advertised on the My Jobs Scotland website, and all applications must be made via the website too. If you've never used My Jobs Scotland before, you need to set up an account. To do this, just click on the Login option on the homepage, then select Create Account and follow the instructions on screen. South Ayrshire Council is a disability confident employer, which means that we're committed to making the recruitment process accessible to anyone who has a disability or long-term health condition. As part of the application process, you'll be asked to indicate whether or not you have a disability. This allows us to meet our commitment to interview all disabled applicants who can clearly evidence in their application that they meet the essential criteria for the job, as shown in the job description. If you need any assistance to submit your application, for example, if you require information in an alternative format, please contact the recruitment team by email on recruitment@south-ayrshire.gov.uk or by phone on 01292 559 329. When you're ready to prepare your application, there are a few things to think about. Make sure you know when the closing date is, so you have plenty time to prepare before submitting your application. Applications won't be accepted beyond the date and time specified, so it's essential that you meet this deadline. For some posts, the dates the interviews are scheduled to take place will also be made available. This is something else you'll need to consider before submitting your application, as it's not normally possible to change these dates. Have a copy of the job description to refer to. See part 1 of our recruitment series for more information about how to use the job description effectively when writing your application. Make the most of your word limit. For each question, you'll have a 3,800 character limit, which is around 500 words. Whilst you don't need to use the full word limit, we recommend that you take advantage of it to summarise all your key information. You might want to consider using bullet points to make sure you're covering all the key points. There's not a spell check feature on the application process, so you could draft your answers in a word processing application like Microsoft Word, then spell and grammar check them before copying and pasting them back into your application. Statement in support of application. As part of the application process, you'll be asked to state why you are applying for the post, and to refer to any knowledge, skills, experience or other factors which you consider relevant. This is a vital part of your application. Remember that there will often be many other people applying for the same post with similar skills and abilities, so you need to make sure that you're standing out from the crowd by providing us with good work-based examples of how you meet the requirements of the post. Qualifications. You'll also be asked to list your qualifications. You don't need to list everything. For example, if you have a degree, this would supersede the qualifications you achieved at school. However, if a job description states a specific requirement, for example a nursing degree, you will need to confirm this. Please remember that if you're offered a post, you'll need to be able to produce evidence of any qualifications you list here, so make sure that you'll be able to do this when the time comes, otherwise an offer of appointment could be withdrawn. You'll also be asked to list any courses that you think are relevant, for example first aid. Work history. This section allows you to expand on the information you've provided in your statement in support of application and gives you another opportunity to highlight experience, responsibilities and knowledge that you think is relevant to your application. You have around 500 words against each post, so make sure you use this space to highlight the work you have done and keep in mind what the job description is asking for. References. Depending on the post you've applied for, you'll be asked to provide details of at least 2 people who can provide us with a reference, and one of these should be your current or most recent employer. When seeking a reference, they'll be asked to provide information about your work performance and to confirm that you carried out the duties that you listed in your application. It's important that you provide both your referee's email address and phone number on this section of the form. We will normally only contact your referees if you are the recommended candidate for a post, but in some instances, the panel may request to see references prior to interview. If this is the case, and you've ticked the box to ask us not to contact referees prior to interview, we'll ask you to provide contact details for other referees that we can use in the first instance. Equality monitoring. The final part of the application is where you'll be asked to complete equality data. We ask for this information so that we can make sure that we're meeting our responsibilities in relation to equality legislation. You can be assured that this information is kept securely and not shared with any third party or members of the selection panel. Good luck with your application. Remember, you can contact our recruitment team at any part of the process by emailing recruitment@south-ayrshire.gov.uk or by phone on 01292 559 329.